Hello everyone. Today I'll be talking about my honors project, which is called Diversizham. Alright, first we'll talk about my table of contents. I'll be talking about my app overview, my motivations, my features and future, the equipment I use, and my bi-weekly schedule. Alright, let's begin. So my application overview. The project I plan on completing for my winter 2022 honors project is a mobile application that will allow users to translate music from various languages to your desired one. This interface will also include the feature to let users give vocal input into the app, to be able to translate the input to any preferable language they want, so it can deliver the output through the speaker. I ideally will be using React Native's framework to develop the Java application, as it is well tailored for both Android and iOS devices, making this application more universal between platforms. In addition to using React Native, I will also be using the Shazam API to identify the lyrics of a given song. Furthermore, I'll be using a more stable API to translate the given input, which is the Google Translate API. Lastly, to incorporate the feature of the voice dictation, I'll be using the Web Speech API to recognize voice input while prompted. Alright, now I'll be talking about my motivation. What inspired me for this project idea? This idea gained my interest as I have many multicultural friends around me. I find myself in situations where everyone is listening to a song and enjoying it, but I have a minimal understanding of a song due to the lack of knowledge on that language. This application will be able to understand music from various languages, which can also increase my knowledge on that language as well. Furthermore, I also have a language barrier with some family as I am not fluent in my native tongue. This application idea will also help me communicate with my family across the world. It is quite frustrating having to listen to music of different languages or to communicate with a language barrier. That is why this idea has come to my mind, as I think that'll be a factor to solve these issues and to also gain an understanding of a desired language as well. Now I'll be talking about the features and futures. So these are ideas that I plan to integrate, and these are ideas I hope to integrate if I have enough time. So I plan to 100% integrate the music translation portion of the app. This was the main goal and main idea of this application. And if I have enough time on hand, I will also incorporate the voice translation portion of this application. All right, now I'll be talking about the equipment or the software that I'll be using for this project. So the tools I'm going to be using for this project is React Native, which will be the base for the iOS application. And then I'll also be using the Shazam API that will be used to listen to the music. And on top of that, I'll be using the Google Translate API, which will be used to translate the given lyrics. All right, now let's talk about my bi-weekly schedule. So from week 1 to 2, I plan to research the equipment I'll be using in more detail, get familiar with the React Native and all the APIs being used. And then for week 2 to 4, I plan on setting up the foundation for the Java application and plan what will be incorporated first. And then week 4 to 6, I plan on implementing the Shazam API and make sure it's in a proper state. And then from week 6 to 8, I plan on implementing the Google Translate API and then make sure it's also in a proper working state. Then for week 8 to 10, I'm planning on implementing the Web Speech API if I have enough time, and then make sure it's also in a working state. From week 10 to 12, I'm going to tie all these APIs together in one proper functioning state. Lastly, for the last 3 weeks, I'm going to test the application and make sure there is no issues and polish things up. Thank you for watching my presentation.